So welcome to the protein shake tier list. Now in this tier list I have about 11 different flavors, all from Premier Protein and Muscle Milk. And I know I've heard online and through the grapevine that the Fairlife protein is probably like the holy grail. Like everybody says that's the best. If you go online and look at the reviews, like it's pretty much like 4.5 or 5 out of stars for the Fairlife one. So still got to try the Fairlife one, but beside all that, we got a lot of the Premier Protein ones here and a couple of the Muscle Milks, because I don't think the Muscle Milks have as much flavors as the Premier Protein. So we're going to go through that. And just a little tidbit before we start here, I'll just sprinkle in my fitness journey. Pretty much ever since high school, I've been into, lifting weights and stuff like that. Like you have typical high school gym. It's a small room. There's a bench. There's like a rack of really old dumbbells, those cast iron ones that like squeak when you lift them, a few benches, stuff like that. And I would start like that, like back in grade 10 or 11, I believe. Then I joined like the local Parks and Recs gym in my area when I was growing up. And I did a bit of that. And then ever since like the later years, I learned to lift weights more disciplined, I would say. Like, we learn about resistance training, training to failure, hypertrophy, reps in reserve, split routine, different muscle groups, things like that. So I don't do as much weightlifting as I did before, but I still go probably a couple times, like 2 to 3, sometimes 4 times per week. And I try to hit the muscles hard when I do go. So protein is a huge thing to repair the muscles and keep them, rebuilt and shaped and everything good in that nature. And also protein just keeps you satiated. It keeps you like more full, more satisfied. The protein shakes have come a long way in terms of like the taste profile, and you no longer have to buy, you still can, you could buy like the jugs of protein, like the powder, mix it into something, shake it up or blend it up. That's probably the most cost effective way to do it. And I still have those in my place as well. But I just find these protein things below that you see on the screen, the protein shakes, so like easy to, just drink. You throw them in the fridge, let them chill, shake them up, drink them, and that's it. So we're going to go over the Premier Protein and Muscle Milk flavors I have here in the tier list. We're going to rank them from, as you see on screen here, S being the best, D being the worst tier, A, B, C in between. S is probably pretty much like 90 to 100 percentile, I would say. A, you could say 80 to 90. And then, B, your typical 70 to 80, C, 60 to 70, B, 50 to 60, and so on, and so forth. It's my first tier list video. I know these are really popular now, and I've watched like a crap ton online, but it's my first one, and fitness is one of my passions and things like that, so I thought it'd be cool to make a protein shake tier list, and maybe we could add to it the more flavors we get exposed to, so to speak. So that's about it for the little intro, and we're going to start off here with the Premier Protein Caramel, this is. And basically the Premier Protein Caramel, this one right here, I would say the taste profile is pretty good. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of caramel, but I do like it. I like the caramel chocolate bars, but caramel is not like one of my top tier things to go to. I don't drizzle it on my ice cream when I eat ice cream. Caramel, it's just pretty good. So that might skew my ratings a bit, but I'm going to put this Premier Protein caramel flavor in the C tier. I give it like about a 65%, because again, I felt like it tasted like caramel, but it didn't taste like that good. There was a slight aftertaste to it as well. It was kind of a little bit weird, not that great. So, in my opinion, the Premier Protein Caramel, it gets a C, about a 60 to 65%. It's a pretty good protein shake, but it's not one that I would go back to Walmart or wherever to constantly buy. I would drink it if I was offered it and if I needed it in a crunch after a workout or something, but it's not one that I would typically buy. So that's the Premier Protein Caramel right there. Moving on to the next one on our protein shake tier list, we have the Muscle Milk Vanilla right here. Now these are popular in Costco where I'm from. I'm from Canada, by the way, and they sell these at Costco as long as the chocolate ones as well. These ones here, and they sell them like in a big like 28 pack for like I don't know, like 30-35 bucks or something like that. It works out to be like $1.50 per unit, which is pretty cheap compared to some protein shakes. Like if you go to like a Circle K or something and you buy a Fairlife or a Muscle Milk one in those tall plastic containers, those can cost like $3.50 per head, right? For like the convenience, even though they pretty much taste the same, don't they? So anyways, these ones you could pretty much buy in bulk, I find, pretty easily, and they're pretty cost effective. Even at Walmart, you could buy them in these 4 things, and you could buy 2 4-packs at Walmart, and it comes out to be pretty cheap per unit as well if you buy them like that. And I'd say they taste pretty good too. You do get that vanilla hit to them, and they are pretty refreshing. I'm a fan of vanilla. Like whenever I go to the McDonald's drive-thru, McDonald's in general, I get a vanilla triple thick milkshake, and it hits really good. Vanilla's top tier milkshake in my opinion at McDonald's. And then at Wendy's, I usually get the vanilla frosty as well, because the vanilla frosty slaps. Sometimes chocolate, or if I'm feeling crazy and I'm feeling a bit like I want to, go off the rails, I'll do a twist, which is vanilla and chocolate mixed together, which is pretty damn good, by the way. Rarely do I go, what is it, strawberry? Strawberry is only when I'm feeling really out of my element, out of the dimensions of vanilla and chocolate, and I'm just feeling like playing that real wild card of wanting a strawberry shake. But the strawberry hits okay too. I wouldn't deny it. So anyways, other than that milkshake rant, we got to talk about the vanilla protein shake from Muscle Milk. I think it's quite good. Vanilla hits really well. Tastes quite good as well. It's smooth, refreshing, and in that case, I'm going to give it a solid B. I give it like a 70 to 75%. It's a refreshing, nice protein shake. It feels like a dessert after the gym or whenever. You don't have to just drink protein shakes for the gym, by the way. I don't want to sound like a gym bro. Like you could drink protein shakes just because you like how protein shakes taste and you like them as like a little snack or something because they fill you up. They're relatively low on calories too. And protein is good for you overall. Like if you look at the studies and everything like that, I would say it's a net positive thing to consume. And a lot of these shakes have micronutrients in them as well, like A, B, C. They have like vitamin D fortified. Like if you're from somewhere like Canada or the northern US where you don't get a lot of sun in those winter months, a lot of the food products are fortified with vitamin D, so you could get your vitamin D that way because you're not getting it from the sun, so to speak. So there's that, which is good in the protein shakes as well. And I believe the Premier protein shakes, like all these protein shake brands, have the fortification of vitamin D and the other micronutrients as well. All right, so we're about 10 minutes in the video here. Sorry if I'm ranting a bit, but I'm just trying to sprinkle in some education in as I'm reviewing these protein shakes. So anyways, let's go to now this is a bit of a different trim of the Muscle Milk Vanilla. This is the Muscle Milk Vanilla Cream, Vanilla Creme. If you want to be Francais and pronounce it creme, you can. You could just call it vanilla cream though. And it's like basically kind of tastes like a thing from Starbucks or Tim Hortons or Dunkin' from y'all in the States. Like, kind of tastes like that. It tastes like one of those cappuccino, ice cap, frappuccino things other than this vanilla one. You know what I mean? The regular vanilla trim. And it's pretty good. Actually, when I went over to the States, like down to New York, I got these vanilla cream ones. I can't remember where I got it from. It's probably Walmart, to be honest. And I picked them up. I was like, oh yeah, they're pretty good. They taste pretty similar to the regular trim vanilla ones from Muscle Milk, but they have like a little, like I said, frappuccino, ice cap kind of flavoring to them. And again, it tastes like something you get at Starbucks, but low sugar, high protein, you know, relatively good for you, I would say. And it's better than drinking those drinks. And they're pretty refreshing too. So I'm going to rate the Muscle Milk Vanilla Creme, whatever, in the B tier. I would rank it just a smidge below the OG Vanilla because, I don't know, I like treats and cappuccinos, frappuccinos and stuff like that. But it's just like I prefer the regular, you know, straight vanilla. In my mind, I'm thinking of McDonald's when I'm knocking back one of these, you know, psychosomatic tricks, so to speak. So I prefer the regular OG vanilla Muscle Milk, but this one is pretty good too. It's also B tier, the vanilla creme. So moving on to the Muscle Milk chocolate protein shake, the OG original chocolate shake. This one's pretty good too. Again, they sell these at Costco in the big packs, like the 28 packs, I believe. I have one with me in my pantry, and I have one with me right here for the video. I just finished like a little resistant band workout, so there's a fresh taste for the tier listing, and it's pretty damn good. It tastes like chocolate milk. Again, it's like, you see, 25 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber. It's got like all the micronutrients, same as the others. Vitamin D, C, A, potassium, and so on. And it's really good. The taste is really good. I go back and forth between this one and the vanilla in terms of like the rankings. Like the price points are exactly the same. And I would say like the taste points too are like back and forth. It's like, are you more of a chocolate person? Are you more of a vanilla person? Some people like chocolate milkshakes, but vanilla chocolate. Or some people like vanilla milkshakes and chocolate better. So these things could vary in different ways. And this is the science of the tier listing, so to speak, I guess. I mean, I'm kind of talking out of my ass, to be honest, but that's how I justify it. So pretty much this tastes like chocolate milk. It tastes really good. I'd buy it, especially since it's a great deal. You could buy like 28 of these from Costco, maybe Walmart where you're from or whatever. And they work out to be like $1.5 per unit, which is, I don't know if that's affordable, but I would say in terms of like a mass scale of the pre-made protein shakes that you could buy, it's pretty much on the higher end of affordability rather. So in that case, I'm going to give the Muscle Milk chocolate flavor, OG chocolate flavor. Also, I'm going to give it a B tier. I'm going to put it right below the vanilla. Even though recency bias of me just tasting it wants to put it above the vanilla. But I'll put it right there, right below. They're both like pretty much the same. So moving on to, this is the Premier Protein Cake Delight Batter. Sorry, I can't really see it on the screen. Cake Batter Delight. It's hard to see with the picture being so small like a thumbnail. So as far as I know, that this one is exclusive to the States. Like I don't see these anywhere in Canada, like the Premier Proteins. And when I went down to New York, I grabbed these. And they're part of the Premier Protein Bake Shop trim. Like as you see, there's another Bake Shop one here, which is cookie dough. So this is Cake Batter Delight, which is like a really weird sounding flavor. In my opinion, it's like cake batter. I guess if you're like a baker, if you're used to someone baking for you, there's the cake batter, and then you could put like your finger in it and kind of like taste it like that. I guess kind of like cookie dough when you're making cookies, but I don't really taste cake batter that often, so I can't gauge if it really tastes like cake batter, but it tastes pretty good. It's pretty good, I would say. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. It tastes like cake, kind of. It has like a very sweet taste to it, obviously, because it's trying to mimic cake. So I would say I'm struggling between a B and a C. That's what my mind is going for. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking low B or high C. That's what I'm thinking for Cake Batter Delight. Because I wasn't super impressed by it, to be honest. I wasn't super impressed by it. Um, yeah, I'm going to rank it high C. We're going to give Cake. Oh God, I'm freezing my browser here. We're going to give it a high C, the Cake Batter Delight. You could put in low B or high C. It tastes sweet. It tastes kind of like cake, I guess, and it has a really nice taste to it. But I don't think it's a flavor that I would typically go back to unless like the other ones are out of stock. But yeah, we'll place it there. It's above the caramel for sure, though. That's definitely it. Ooh, so we've reached the middle of the list, and I mean, if y'all know the cafe latte from Premier Protein, if you guys know it, you'll know that it slaps. Now, maybe you have to be a coffee fan in order to like this protein shake, but the cafe latte protein shake, it's the perfect hybrid between protein shake and coffee. Because not only is it flavored like coffee, it also has a cup of coffee in it. Not literally a cup of coffee in it. It has like, I believe, 100 milligrams of caffeine. I could be wrong. We got to look this up online. But I think it has like 100 milligrams of caffeine, which is like a cup of coffee from Dunkin', Tim Hortons, whatever. So it has that caffeine in it as well as 30 grams of protein. And it has like barely any sugar in it, so it's low calorie as well. So if you're looking for something to like kind of, pump you up, excuse me, something to pump you up before the gym and give you, that pre-protein thing and also that pre-caffeinated buzz, you know what I mean? Then this is the shake to go for. And it tastes just like a, little frappuccino, you know, iced latte, whatever you want to call it from a coffee shop. It tastes just like it in my opinion, and it's really good. I usually drink it after my workouts, so maybe if I do like a good morning lift at the gym, I'll have this like nice and chilled like in a cooler pack or as soon as I get home, and I'll drink it, and then I'll be like buzzed for the day, ready to do whatever, like be productive, more productive or something, right? So it's really good, and I really like the taste of it. And I'm thinking it's either A or S, but since it's like pretty much top tier, I would say it's gonna go. I would say it goes in S tier. It's pretty much like a 90%. I would say like 90 to like 85% if we're getting really technical and detailed. But it's pretty much S tier. Like I said, you get those 30 grams of protein, So 30 grams of protein, 100 milligrams of caffeine, if I'm correct on that, and pretty much low calorie, all the micronutrients too. So it's like that kind of like perfect hybrid of a shake on the go, easy. Drink it chilled, of course, because it tastes the best cold, in my opinion. And it's so cool. You could just buy it in a pack and keep it in your place, right? So Cafe Latte Premier Protein gets an S tier from me. It's the absolute best, but I would like to hear your guys' opinion on it as well in the comment section, because I'm curious to know like what people like about these shakes and how they would rank them too. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. This is a recent hitter that I got. I think I tried this one about 2 weeks ago. This peanut butter cup one, peanut butter cup Premier Protein. It's again 30 grams of protein. None of these have caffeine in them, as far as I know. Not even the vanilla creme one has caffeine in it. But yeah, it's got the 30 grams of protein in it. And if you like Reese's peanut butter cups, which I do, especially the crunchy version, like the Reese's peanut butter cups slap. And in my opinion, this mimics the Reese's peanut butter cup pretty damn good. Like it nails that flavor profile quite well, I would say. And it tastes really good. Like you get kind of like that toffee, peanut butter, chocolate hybrid kind of taste. It's really rich, I would say. You get a rich chocolatey kind of taste. And it's thick as well, so it's got that thickness as well. And it's just a really good shake. And it tastes really good. And I would consider it, yeah, you know what? I think I'd have to give this one S tier as well. I'd have to give it S tier as well. I'm going to put it below the Cafe Latte because they're both like kind of like battling neck for neck taste wise. But the Cafe Latte with the caffeine, if you like caffeine, I do. It gives me like a performance and an alertness boost. So that's why that gets it over. But it's right up there with the Cafe Latte, the peanut butter cup. I definitely recommend it if you haven't tried it yet. So now moving on to the good old cinnamon bun Premier Protein. Premier Protein cinnamon bun. Now, you know the smell of cinnamon buns. I don't know, where I'm from in Toronto, we have the TTC and we have a company called Cinnabon. I believe it's called Cinnabon that makes cinnamon buns. Yeah, it's called Cinnabon. And they always have like obviously the windows open and they're baking the things live all the time. And as you're walking through like the subway station, you get a waft of the smell of the Cinnabon and it just like puts your brain in a place of heaven. It's like, oh man, cinnamon buns, they smell so damn good. I'm a person who rarely eats cinnamon buns. Like they're okay, but they're always like so big and I find them kind of messy too, like all the frosting and all that stuff. It just kind of irks me. I rather share a cinnamon bun with somebody just for that experience and kind of like split the calories, because like honestly, the legit cinnamon bun that you buy from Cinnabon or somewhere else like a bakery, it's like a calorie bomb, dude. Like I don't know how much calories are in a cinnamon bun, but it's got to be like, I don't know, what do you think? Like 300 calories, maybe more, I would think. So in that regard, I like the taste of cinnamon bun, but I'm not a huge fan because I rarely eat them. But that's what I think when I think cinnamon buns, is walking through the subway station in Toronto, smelling that smell and be like, holy shit, that smells good, but I'm not going to buy one kind of deal. And the Premier Protein cinnamon bun drink, it kind of tries to mimic that smell and taste, but it doesn't nail it in my opinion. It kind of has like a weird hybrid taste of the cinnamon and the bun and the cream. And again, kind of similar to the caramel Premier Protein shake, it gives a weird aftertaste. It's like almost like stings your tongue I don't know if it's the cinnamon or something, but it honestly doesn't give the best aftertaste and it tastes kind of weird. So in that case, I'm going to rank it C and I'm going to rank it below the caramel Premier Protein. So far, sorry for all you cinnamon bun lovers, but I don't know. You could try it and give me your thoughts on the cinnamon bun Premier Protein drink, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Now moving on to the Premier Protein Bake Shop trim again, but this time we have cookie dough. Before we had cake batter delight. So now we have cookie dough, which I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of cookie dough, that is, like in general. Like, Dairy Queen, how they have those blizzards. And I think I don't know, years ago, I would always get the cookie dough blizzard. I think they still do have them. And just the taste and texture of the cookie dough in the blizzard with the cold and the ice cream, it slaps. It tastes really good. Like, I like the texture and taste of cookie dough in general. So I have that bias already coming in. And the way the Premier Protein kind of got the taste profile, I would say they got it pretty good. You taste that richness of the cookies. And obviously the texture of the cookie dough isn't there because it's all like kind of like the same milky, thick texture as the other protein shakes. But in terms of the taste, I would say the cookie dough taste is there. And the taste of cookies. And you could feel it kind of, on your tongue and everything like that. So I would say the cookie dough one is pretty damn good. I'm thinking high B, low A. Am I feeling generous today for the cookie dough? Would I go back for it over the other ones? Yeah, let's throw it an A. I would give the cookie dough an A. It's pretty damn good. I'd recommend you to try it if you haven't. And then we have the classic cookies and cream. Premier Protein cookies and cream. Now, if you're a fan of cookies and cream, obviously the first thing that comes to your mind, you see it on the label here, is Oreos. We all know the McFlurry, once it launched back in the 90s, was it, in McDonald's? I think one of the first flavors of the McFlurry was Oreo. And the Oreo McFlurry slaps. It slapped. It still slaps. It's really damn good. I love cookies and cream. I love Oreos. And the cookies and cream Premier Protein Shake, it's also a winner in my opinion. It tastes really good. I would say it tastes really damn good. In terms of describing it, you do get that chalk rich, kind of taste to it. Did I say chalk rich? Chocolate rich taste to it. It tastes really good. Really smooth. There's no like bits of cookies in here or anything like that, but you do get a hint of Oreo taste as well, I would say. And it's really good too. Yeah, I would say it's really nice, and it's another one that I would buy. Again, you Americans, you get the best flavors, I tell you. We don't have this in Canada, but I got this one in New York also, and it was a hitter. And if I saw this flavor again in the store, I would buy it. And I'm going to give it a motherfriggin' A tier. Above the cookie dough. Cookies and cream go above the plain old cookie dough. So Premier Protein, cookies and cream, A tier. All right, we're about half an hour in, and we got our last choice. And it's the classic vanilla Premier Protein. Surprisingly, I haven't tried... I didn't mean to put it in D tier, by the way, so I'll just move it around. So surprisingly, I haven't tried the classic chocolate Premier Protein. They have that, right? I saw it at like Walmart a couple times, but I just haven't got around to buying it and trying it. So that'd be something to add to this list. But in terms of like the Premier Protein vanilla, I mean, it's fine. It tastes like vanilla. It tastes good. It's a solid go-to. In terms of the price point, they're quite similar to Muscle Milk if you buy them on the sales at Walmart. I don't know I think Costco carries it too, but I think it's just like a little bit more expensive than Premier than Muscle Milk. But we're not factoring price. Like, we're putting price aside. This tier list is all about flavor. So in terms of the flavor, I'm comparing it to the Muscle Milk Vanilla OG. I think it's fine. It's fine. It tastes good. It's nice. It has like a good vanilla taste to it, but it doesn't have like a very sugary taste to it, whereas the Muscle Milk Vanilla does. The OG regular Muscle Milk Vanilla, that has more of a sugary taste to it, I would say. And me liking sweet things, I prefer that. So I would say this one's less sugary, but it's just as good. So as you see, I'm like debating here between B and C. But I would say it's pretty good. Like, it'd be a go-to buy. Sometimes, like, a lot of the time I'm just like in a regular mood where, you know, I just want to keep things like regular, standard, chocolate, vanilla, chocolate, vanilla, chocolate, vanilla. Like, let's just fill the fridge with that. Keep it simple, you know. And then when I'm feeling out of the wheelhouse, I'll go for like the better brands, or maybe something really weird if I'm feeling like, you know, the wild card, so to speak. But the vanilla, it's a dependable flavor. Premier Protein does it good, but they don't do it as good as Muscle Milk, or even like the vanilla cream Muscle Milk, in my opinion, or the chocolate Muscle Milk. So I'm going to rank it low B. Low B, like maybe like, I don't know, 72% if you want a metric. But that's what I would rate it. It's still good. I'd buy it again, but I want to try the chocolate and see how it matches up to these other ones, so to speak. And that's it for the protein shake tier list. I mean, it's not all the flavors and all the brands you could get of protein shakes. Maybe one day one day soon, maybe I want to revise this with the chocolate Premier Protein, other Muscle Milk flavors, if I could find them. And of course, the Holy Grail Fairlife protein shake, which everybody seems to rate the freaking best, at least from what I hear. So it'd be nice to try that too and put it on here. I think it's called like Fairlife Core or something like that. I probably have tried them like way in the past at like from Circle K or a gas station or something like that. But I've seen them at Costco too. Just like, I feel like hesitant to buy like such like a big pack of protein shakes when I personally don't know if they're good or not. You know what I mean? So I'll have to try those and put them on the list. But that's it for the tier list, pretty much. The protein shake tier list. We got Cafe Latte and Peanut Butter Cup Premier Protein in the S tier. We got Premier Protein Cookies and Cream and Cookie Dough in the A tier. Then for the B tier, we have Vanilla Muscle Milk, Chocolate Muscle Milk, Muscle Milk Vanilla Cream or Creme, and Premier Protein Vanilla, all in the B tier. And in the C tier, we have Cake Delight Batter, Caramel, and Cinnamon Bun, all by Premier Protein. Those three are in the C tier. And for the D tier, we have nothing. So, case in point, protein shakes taste pretty damn good in my opinion. And, you know, they keep you satiated, they keep you full. Ideally, they keep you nice and jacked, right? Had to throw in one flex there. I mean, we're drinking the protein shakes. We gotta feed the muscles. And yeah, that's it. Protein shakes are a winner in my opinion, and hopefully this tier list reference helps you out in some way with your choices. And I'd love to hear your opinion about it also. Please feel free to drop a comment below on what flavors are your favorite, or how you would rank this tier list, or what flavors I should try, because I would love to know more flavors to go out and get. And that'd be cool to know. Yeah, I'd love to hear it. Love to hear some opinions about it. And yeah, if you like this content, subscribe to my channel, and please like the video to get it out there on the algorithm and to other people. I'd appreciate it. I want to be posting more content about stuff like this, about fitness in general, workouts, diet tips. You know, I recently been losing weight a little bit and reshaping the body a little bit too. So I like to give my thoughts and opinions about that. And that's pretty much it. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. Once again, if you could click that like button, subscribe, drop a comment below on what you think of this tier list and what protein shakes that you personally like, whether it's pre-made protein shakes or powder protein shakes or whatever kind of protein shakes, or just fitness, food, protein, carbs, fat, stuff in general. Love to hear it. Love to talk about it. I'm pretty active on the YouTube comments and replying and such. So love to hear from you and talk to you. But thanks for watching the video. I appreciate it. And until the next protein shake tier list or piece of content, I'll see you there. Keep on drinking the protein. Have a good one. We'll see you there. Cheers. Keep on chugging away. Peace out. Have a good one.